Hello, internets. This is video number 3 where I talk about Universal Studios Island of Adventure. I'm starting to lose my voice. Doing a lot of talking. We didn't really do a giant amount. Well, actually, we did a decent amount there, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, anyway, so let's talk about Island of Adventure. First of all, it's set up in a ring. We made the mistake of going clockwise through the ring, starting at like the Hulk ride and then working our way around. That's a bad move for 2 reasons. One, the sun shines right in your eyes, so you're sort of squinting the whole time you're walking. It's very uncomfortable. And we actually had to turn around and walk back at one point, and I noticed that almost all the signage and all the sort of the whole park is sort of laid out to be, I think, to be done counterclockwise. So my advice if you go to Island Adventure is to go counterclockwise at all times. So take that little tip with you. So let's talk about Island Adventure. All right, so I will go counterclockwise. I think the first thing you see is the Seuss Landing, which is the Dr. Seuss themed sort of park. Seuss Landing seems like it's a little like old and beat up and dying, but it's kind of beautiful in a lot of ways if you're into Dr. Seuss. They did a lovely job. But some of the rides are kind of like very there's no like amazing rides, but if you have a kid, they're gonna like love it and you know want to do certain things. There's like kind of a cool little train thing. It looks cool. It's not that cool. I'm giving sort of Seuss a half review here. We did it, we liked it, but nothing special. Like if you're not into Dr. Seuss, you can probably skip it entirely. But if you have a little kid, there's a lot of little kid rides there. Carousel was remarkably short. It was like literally like you got on, like you spent more time getting on and seatbelting and then safety checking you than the entire ride was. I don't know if that was just us that day or what, but that was the deal. Oh, my daughter made me ride this ride called One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, which is kind of like, you know, the ride where you get on and you sort of push the thing and it goes up and then it comes down and it's like going around in a circle. That's what this is. Except at random times, things spray water on you. And she was having a lovely time because they make the adults sit on the outside. She was having a lovely time getting me sprayed constantly. And I was freezing cold and it was making me wet. And so I was not happy. But she loved it. So whatever. Then you walk into what's called the Lost Continent. There's a thing there called Poseidon's Fury, which is... it's not really a ride. You kind of walk through it, and it's like there's like actors and some videos, and there's some action. I recommend that ride. It was actually a lot of fun, and there's some real fire in that, which is kind of awesome. And there's also there's some other cool things in there. Totally worth it. Really enjoyed that. Surprisingly, because it looks real janky and old and like beat up. I mean, it literally looks like it's been there for 30 years. I don't know if it has been because I don't think the park is that old, but it looks that way. But super cool ride. Not even, I called it a ride, but let's call it an experience. I don't think there's anything else that we did in the Lost Continent. No. I'll skip Harry Potter again. So there's a Jurassic Park area. We did nothing in the Jurassic Park area. There's this kind of thing called the Pteranodon Flyers, which is like this flying ride thing. And we went to do that. And even with the Express Pass thing, like you still had to spend like 30 minutes like wandering around. It just seemed weird. So we skipped that. So I can't tell you anything about that. Let's see what else. So then there's Skull Island, the Reign of Kong. We didn't do much there. In fact, we did. Where is it? Where is it on my map? Where is it on my map? I tell you, these maps are not very good. That's where the Reign of Kong ride is. We did not ride that. There's 2 water like log flume type things. We were kind of cold and we didn't feel like, and people were getting drenched on that. But if you feel like getting drenched, I would highly advise both of them. They looked awesome, but I did not ride them. We didn't do a lot actually in the Island of Adventure now that I'm thinking about it. Toon Lagoon. Also, that's where one of those log flume rides are. Then there's this Marvel Superhero Island thing. I don't know much about the Marvel universe because I'm not into comic books. But if you are into that, it looked really cool. It was really kind of, it was literally like you walked into a comic book. We did not ride the rides there, which is the Doctor Doom's Fearfall and the Incredible Hulk coaster, even though we really wanted to, but it was mostly because my daughter was she was like an inch too short. So those I think are the rides with the highest height requirements. So take that under advisement if you have a child who wants to ride them. But I'll tell you, the Hulk roller coaster actually looked better than the one at the other park. I mean, it looked pretty awesome. That's all I can say about that. So let's talk about Harry Potter. So there's the main Harry Potter ride is called Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which that is an example of a ride that was pretty cool. But if I had to wait a long time, I'd be pretty upset. It's a fun ride. It's actually, there's some really cool stuff in there. But again, if you had to wait 2-3 hours, I don't know. I'd be a little upset. It was kind of short. Also, let's see what else is there. There's the Flight of the Hippogriff, which is kind of like billed as like a kid's roller coaster, and it's actually a very small, tame, but fun roller coaster. We had to wait with the Express Pass thing like 30-something minutes for that, and it was like not that great of a roller coaster. That was the one ride where I was like, okay, I'm a little upset that I had to wait that long for this ride. If the ride is if the wait is not that long, give it a shot. It's totally a kid's roller coaster, but it's also kind of fun, but not worth a long wait. Blah 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 blah, and that's it. I mean, that's in terms of rides. That's kind of all we did. Oh, let me just take a second to talk about some of the souvenirs and stuff you find in the park. My daughter found something that was like unique to the park. It was like a little pink little thing at Harry Potter World. I don't know what it was, but that was pretty cool. But then they have like the robes and stuff. There's like $150. I think you can get them online. There's nothing really super unique souvenir-wise in the park. So take that advice, I don't know what the expression is, but take that advice. So let me think. I'm just trying to think if I missed anything, because this is kind of the end of the video. By the way, I appreciate you spending all this time with me, if you have spent any time with me at all. Oh, we also saw Blue Man Group. My mom bought the tickets. I'd never seen Blue Man Group. I'd heard about it. It looked kind of goofy. I'm a theater kind of nerd, so I generally probably should have gone earlier. It was pretty good. There's a point when it gets pretty. First of all, it's very funny. There's a lot of funny stuff in it. Those guys are they're really good, skilled clowns. Not like Bozo the Clown guy, but really, real like classically trained clowns. They don't talk at all. There is some narration. There's like a dance party section, which is like really actually pretty cool. Also at the end, when it's over, you can go out where you came in, and they're all like there, so you can get your pictures with them. That was cool. That was fun. If you're looking for something fun to do, I think you should totally check out Blue Man Group. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I actually have things that I have to do today, and I've spent like an hour doing this. Actually, maybe even a little longer. So that's it. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, and if you found anything in this video helpful, please add a comment. God, I'm sounding like a YouTuber now. Add a comment, and the reason I'm just saying that is like maybe other people might say, "Oh, there's some other information here that's useful." Maybe nobody will watch these videos. Who knows? Anyway, it was nice meeting you, and enjoy your trip to Universal. Because why would you have watched this video if you're not going to Universal? So that's it. Thank you. Bye.